Doesn't that make you excited right there? We've got to fight against sin. Come on. Come on. Woo! Give them a hand. Amen. God has called us to fight sin as a boxer. We've got to fight against the power of sin. A boxer is focused. He knows his opponent. He stops at nothing. He sees every opening and he punches it in. Isn't that right, Philip? Come up here. He knows he's going to not allow the enemy to win. 1 Corinthians 9:26 and 27 says, "Therefore I do not run like a man running aimlessly. I do not fight like a man beating the air. No, I beat my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize." That we must fight. Our biggest fight as people is our sinful nature. Oh, Lord Jesus. And our flesh. The desires of our flesh. 1 Peter 2:11 says, "Abstain from the passions of the flesh, which wage war against your soul." Your flesh, you got to fight against. You got to give your flesh a 1-2 punch. Not physically. Okay, I don't want no bruises. You're not allowed to go get sticks and hit yourself with it, okay? But we've got to battle against our flesh. James 1:13 and 14 says, "When tempted, no one should say, 'God is tempting me,' for God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. But each one is tempted by his own evil desire, and he is dragged away and enticed." God has called us to fight the battle of our sin. Fight the battle of evil desires. One of my favorite women in the Bible, her name is Jael. How many of you have heard of Jael? 1, 2, 3 people. I love Jael. She's awesome. Pastor Janelle, why do you love Jael? She is a woman of the Israelites who married a man named Heber, however you want to say it. And Heber had an alliance with the king. The king Jabin. He was evil. And he was of the enemy camp. And Jael had married this guy, and he had come in alliance with the enemies of Israel. Well, a war started, and we see Barak and Deborah off to war, and everyone runs away. Actually, not everyone. They all get defeated except for their commander, which is Sisera. Sisera comes to the tent of Jael because he knows Heber. He knows he'll be safe there. You know what she does? "Oh, come on in. Let me get you a glass of milk. Come, let me get you to sleep. You're going to be okay. I'll protect you." And then she grabs a huge giant tent peg. And as soon as he's asleep, she nails the tent peg through his head. Just right through, boom. That is what I call violence. Why do I like that story? Because she would not allow evil in her home. She was going to take it by force. "No, you are an enemy of my God. I'm going to see you dead." Wow. It is the same way in the area of boxing. We've got to fight against that sin. We can't allow, "Oh, just come a little bit time. Oh, it's going to be okay." In fact, you know what the enemy does? We get all trained up. Yeah? Get your twos up. There you go. We get all trained up, ready to fight, ready to get in our boxing ring. All right, I'm going to go to work, but I'm going to get my boxing on. And I'm going to fight against the trials of my friends who are wanting me to smoke and go back to my old way. I'm going to fight against the anger that I get at home. All right, I got that down. And then we relax. Because we're not in the boxing ring anymore, right? We can just chill. We're all good. We're all that. We're sitting in church. It's going to be all good. But the enemy doesn't stop in the ring. He hits us when we're weakest. When all of our stuff, we're all tired, we're all weary, and then he comes in like a flood and causes us to sin and gets the victory. We've got to fight. We've got to fight. We've got to put to death sin. Colossians 3, 5 through 8 says, put